41 past. We've been talking a lot this morning about the lessons learned from the war in Iraq on this 10-year anniversary of the invasion. Among the takeaways, that it was a lot easier for some members of Congress to support the conflict before they were against it.
There's an old saying that victory has 100 fathers and defeat is an orphan.
So said President John F. Kennedy after the disastrous Bay of Pigs operation in 1961. Over 50 years later, the Iraq War is now such an orphan. Make no mistake about it, the Iraq War belongs to President George W. Bush. History shows that the Bush White House was more focused on justifying a war than showing the type of caution our troops deserve before being sent to fight in a foreign land. But George W. Bush was far from being the only politician in Washington claiming paternity for that decision. In fact, the very same people who spent years beating up George Bush were the very ones beating the drum for Iraq's regime change and Saddam Hussein's ouster.
We need to disarm Saddam Hussein. He is a brutal, murderous dictator leading an oppressive regime.
The invasion of Iraq was a profound version from the battle against our greatest enemy, Al-Qaeda. The president's misjudgment, miscalculation, and mismanagement of the war in Iraq all make the war on terror harder to win.
I applaud the president on focusing on this issue and on taking the lead to disarm Saddam Hussein. We would be much safer today if President Bush had kept his focus on al-Qaeda rather than diverting crucial resources from the war on terror in Afghanistan to a war of choice in Iraq. This war has been a grotesque mistake.
Saddam Hussein will continue to increase his capacity to wage biological and chemical warfare and will keep trying to develop nuclear weapons.
Despite the evidence, President Bush is determined to continue his failed policy in Iraq until he leaves office.
We should be hell-bent on getting those weapons of mass destruction, hell-bent on having a credible approach to them, but we should try to do it in a way which keeps the world together and that achieves our goal, which is removing the defanging Saddam.
We want to change the president's course. He is on a course that is leading to defeat. The president's course is getting us in deeper and deeper militarily. It is not working. If I had my way, we never would have gone there to begin with.
And it wasn't just the politicians who helped fuel the 70% support the war had in 2003. The New York Times grimly warned of the threat posed by Iraq in the final years of the Clinton administration. And on the eve of President Bush's first inauguration, the Washington Post called Iraq's weapons program the greatest threat facing the new president. Victory has 100 fathers, but defeat is an orphan. And on the day that President Bush strode around the USS Abraham Lincoln in his flight suit to declare victory, Republicans and Democrats alike were lined up with papers to prove their paternity. How short our memory is.
Wow, well done, Richard Haas. You know, you tend to